Alright, yo, what's up guys? Josh, Pong here. So we're running late per usual. Wait, what time is it? Yeah, you can see it's 10:30, 1. Event starts at 11, open singles, and then we have under 2100 at 4 p.m. Usually I stay for that gap, but like it gets pretty smelly when you have like 150 people in a club. So I'm gonna just go home and like eat and stuff. But yeah guys, so today is day 1 of the SPTTC Washington Open, I guess, Washington State Championships. Honestly, I don't know the difference between these tournaments. Like I feel like they all are the same format. It's like 2-day format, and then I guess for this one, I think some of the events you have to be a Washington resident, but I'm not sure. Anyways, I was gonna play 5 events, but I dropped out of over 30s, partially because I'm not 30 yet. I turned 30 in like a few weeks, but also because it's like the last event at like 4 p.m. tomorrow on Sunday, and just from prior experience, my legs are usually pretty shot by then. So yeah, that's the plan. We're doing 4 events. We're doing 2 events today and 2 events tomorrow. I think tomorrow we have open and then under 1900. So they basically have like 2 opens this tournament. One is like open for Washington and one's open for just anyone. But yeah, the reason I'm late today is because I actually slept quite a bit last night. This is actually gonna be like the topic of my intro is after the Portland tournament where I almost lost to Jonah Vu, who, don't get me wrong, he's like definitely underrated, but I felt like I shouldn't have like been losing that badly. And like when I was losing, I felt like I had like no response, right? So I kind of went back to the drawing boards and realized that like sleeping 3 hours before a tournament is just not it. Lately, I've been like sleeping, like before this past 2 weeks, I was kind of sleeping like between 3 to 5 hours per night. And you know, just some backstory is like as a kid, I've never liked sleeping. That's probably why I'm so short. Like I literally would just like stay in bed and like play video games or whatever, even as a kid. So if you guys are like still growing, I would recommend getting sleep, or else you're gonna be short like me. But yeah, the reason I care about sleep now is number 1, like for my job I have to wake up at like 6:30 every day. So I think it hits a bit different when you're only sleeping like 3 hours when you wake up at 6:30 versus if you wake up at like 9, let's say. It just hits a bit different, right? So I've actually like adjusted my sleep schedule quite well. Like I had to do a bit of like progressive overload if you guys work out. Like we first started with 4 hours, then 5 hours, and 6 hours. And then now we're trying to get like 7 to 8 hours per night. So last night we got 9 hours of sleep because of the tournament. So yeah, I'm hoping the sleep thing helps a lot, because I have noticed with ping pong, your reaction and like anticipation is very important, and being sleep deprived is not really the move, which is like kind of common sense, but I think I'm just like starting to internalize it now. So yeah, I'm hoping I can play better today now that I'm well rested. That's pretty much it. I think like in terms of like 3 focus areas, number 1 is I'm just gonna focus on spinning the ball more and like landing it on the table just to kind of build more confidence. Number 2 is just play a bit more unpredictably. You know, I think in ping pong, changing things up works a lot better than you would guess. So just, you know, making the opponent guess. And then number 3 is just staying closer to the table, since as cool as it is for the highlight points, I don't really think the move is to like play like a fisher, especially because like I think my style is not like quite suited for that range. But yeah, we'll see. I'm feeling pretty well rested and pretty good, so I think we can have a good showing this tournament. My current rating is like 1765. I'm pretty much hard stuck around 1800. I've only like gone above 1800 with like short pips basically. So yeah, hopefully we can get unstuck. I mean, I don't know, I feel like the points, well, they matter, they like kind of don't matter. Like they're a nice little like motivator, but at the end of the day, right, like it's about like playing good matches, and I'd rather play good matches. Wait, let me think. I was about to say I'd rather play good matches and lose than play a bad match and win, but I actually don't even think that's true. I'd rather just win. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna focus on driving to SPTTC, and yeah, we'll see you guys in a bit. Hopefully we can advance from open singles, and then we can go far in 2100.
Oh my.
All right, yo, what's up guys? So we just got eliminated from open singles. I had to wait a bit to film this. I was talking to Coach Richard, as well as ChatGPT. I created a ping pong coach GPT for my mental. But yeah, I was like pretty tilted after losing that last match. Just because, I mean, there's some history. I've lost him the past 2 tournaments in the same fashion. And I think I played better than before. It's just like, I know I'm able to beat him. And like, I know he's like self-coached. So like part of me is like kind of mad, or like, I think it's like, in poker, you know, you think you deserve to win. It's like what's it called? Like injustice tilt. I have a bit of injustice tilt because I get so much coaching. And then when I play against these people that don't get coaching and their ball's like not as high quality, it's really tilting to lose to that, right? But then I told Richard and he said like, oh yeah, you know, honestly, you're very similar to like how I was as a kid, because I would play these people that have like kind of weird styles, hit it really soft, and then he would like get frustrated. And the reason for this is because I get drawn into his tempo. So like, I feel like I was playing his game for the majority of the time, and then I wasn't able to play my game. So I would need to unleash all the muscle chos, because literally the only way one way I can play my best. And for whatever reason, it's I gotta just like scream. So yeah, that's gonna come out in the afternoon for sure. I'm not gonna hold back. So yeah, first game against Ching Fong, honestly, I was like not warmed up, was super rattled because I forgot my aux cable, which I had to get another, I had to like buy one in between the event. So that's why I filmed with my phone. But I mean, he's like 2100, so I didn't really expect to win that anyways. But I feel like the one opportunity match, which is the one I'm describing right now, it's a good learning lesson, right? Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because I need to just figure out how I can play my game as much as possible. Since if I play the opponent's game, especially against these people that hit like kind of soft and just kind of like block your ball, it's hard for me to, you know, win, right? So yeah, those are my thoughts. I've calmed down since. I was like pretty pissed when I first played and like lost that match. Not to say he's a bad player, like I'm not trying to throw shade at him. It's kind of more just like a stylistic, like I think at the end of the day, right, like I'm not really trying to talk about individuals. I just feel like in general, what Coach Richard was saying was he plays better against better players, and I feel like I also play up, but against players that have atypical styles, especially like really soft and like don't really spin the ball that much, I can't really borrow much power, and I think his tempo is just so irregular that I get like super thrown off. That's the thing, right? If you want to hit 2000 rating, you need to be able to like deal with this type of atypical tempo. So like it's all like part of the journey. Like one of the milestones of the 2000 quest, right, is like you can like not lose to these type of players that you shouldn't lose to, right? Since the truth is, like I feel like with these atypical tempos, they probably struggle to get past 2000 until they learn how to like play faster or more spin, because when you go above 2000, I think that's kind of like the benchmark when people don't struggle with the atypical styles. So clearly I'm not there yet, but I feel like a lot of it was just like a mental thing too. I don't know. Ping pong's like so mental. Like it's like mental and physical. So like if you don't play well, if I'm not like super zoned in, it's hard for me to play well. So for me to get super zoned in against someone with like slow rhythm is actually kind of hard. This is a theme time and time again, right? This is like no new, like I lost him last tournament. I remember during US Open last year, I played like a subscriber and he was like 1500. And I really struggled against his tempo. I mean, he spanned the ball a little more, but he played super slow. And then even in Paddle Palace, I lost to that 1500 Daniel Martinez guy, right? I just struggle against people that play super slow for whatever reason, but I'm slowly getting better at that. Honestly, hopefully I can either play him again or run into someone with a similar tempo, just because I want to challenge myself to try to learn and grow from this opportunity. And at the end of the day, right, like these tournaments, you're just trying to get like exposure to different player types and then implement what you're learning and training, right? So I think, yeah, that's the plan for this afternoon. Just wanted to give some thoughts and document how I'm feeling while the feelings are fresh. But yeah, I mean, he's a good player. I'm not like that mad. I was kind of more mad in the moment because I felt like all the games are pretty close and I know I'm able to beat him because I have before. Yeah, and I don't even think he played like I feel like we both didn't even play our best. Like I've seen him play better. Like I feel like we both kind of didn't play our best, but he just played better than me. So I don't know. I feel like when you play someone and then you guys both play your best, then you lose, it feels a lot better than like if it's a close game, but you guys like aren't both playing your best. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying, but yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for this quick vlog. I'm gonna go home and relax for like 2.5 hours before heading over to play under 2100.
2 hours later.
All right, yo, what's up, guys? So we just got back to the club, rested for a few hours, got some editing done, exchanged some voice messages with Richard. There's one thing I wanted to share, which was, well, number one, he said I have to warm up always. So I'm about to go warm up with FTW, Feng Tianyang, the short pips guy. We're gonna do some like footwork drills basically, right? So that's number one. The second thing that's really important is that I was telling Richard how it's really hard for me to like unleash the muscle chos against players who aren't as intense or like more calm basically. And if you think about our bracket, right, Ching Fong and Abraham, they were both very kind of calm players. But Richard was saying how like even though they're calm, they have their own way of fighting in the matches, and at the end of the day I still lost them, right? So this was a really good call out, just because an example that comes to mind is there's this you know, Asian grandma I play, Diana. She's like a long pips player, and I remember one time I lost to her because before the match she's just like, oh, you're like too good, I can't beat you. So then she like disarmed me, and then she ended up taking me to game 5 and like beating me, right? So yeah, that's a good lesson because the next time I played her, I was super dialed in and she honestly didn't really stand a chance when I was like playing my best. So it doesn't really matter who my opponent is. I think at the end of the day, I got to figure out how I can play my best, how I can play my game and like my tempo. Coach Richard said tempo is so important. Yeah, that's going to be the key for this match. I think going to get a good warm up in, and then starting from the first point, I'm just going to like be super dialed in, locked in. I don't want to give any easy points. I just want to play my best since this might be one of my last tournaments of the year. I might play edge ball, I'm not sure yet, but yeah, those are my thoughts. I even went back and compared like my past game with Abiram versus like a few weeks ago when I went to Santa Monica, California and played against that one medium pips Chinese guy. That was probably like the loudest I've ever thrown in my life. And even from the way I was serving, I was like stomping way harder my serve, just way more into it. So I just really need to unleash this intensity in this tournament. And I know it's kind of hard because I play here. This is like my home club. So it's like familiar and everything, but I know I can do it. I'm going to hopefully give you guys some good matches to watch. Let's see how far I can get in under 2100. And with that being said, let's head on in to get a warm up in and then play 2100.
Tourney.
All right, so we just finished under 2100 and we advanced. As you guys saw, we had a tough loss against Ryan the Nightmare. Actually, it wasn't really that tough. I mean, we were up 2-1 and he just started giving me the really hard angles. But overall, really happy with how I played despite losing that one, since I felt like I was like super zoned in. Even starting from the first match, right, against Steve. He's one of Richard's students. Gave him absolutely no breathing room. 11-1, 11-2, 11-6. And then against Ryan the Nightmare, right? I'm happy with like my feeling because I actually didn't really miss too many like super easy shots. And my backhand was pretty good too. I felt like my backhand was in play. So yeah, I felt like that was a good match. And then in the third match against Eugen, I was up 2-0 and then I think she started like changing something. I feel like, so she's really consistent in general and her ball's kind of like soft, but she's really consistent. So I think she just stopped attacking and just started blocking me and felt really comfortable playing. So then she brought it back to 2-2 and I had Matt coaching me and he kept giving me some like, oh, against lefties, you got to do that or whatever, you know, like some lefty, like righty versus lefty tactics. But then in game 5, I'm just like, okay, I need to like play how I'm most comfortable just because there might be an optimal strategy in the match, but if I don't practice that like serve setup, it's not really gonna matter too much, right? Like, so then game 5, I like dialed it in. I was up like 5-1 and then 7-2. And then somehow she like brought it back. So like what happened was there was like a few people talking next to us playing. Like we're playing table 2, which is like the one table that has a bunch of people watching or like the seating area. And I got distracted. So she brought it back to like 7-7 or 8-8. And that's when I unleashed the muscle chose because I was just thinking like, okay, if I'm not gonna, I don't really want to say anything because like Nikhil's a nice guy. And it's like, I don't wanna, it's fine. So I just overrode him, right? I just absolutely just the straight override with the muscle chose, just saved it for the last minute. Came in clutch and won 11-9, closed that one out. So yeah, we advanced second. Most likely gonna play Svetlana, the ex-Russian pro, or she's Russian, but like I think she used to play professionally in Europe. I guess supposedly as a long pips player, maybe a chopper, but now she's inverted. She's really tough. I think the keys of the game against her is to open first and play spinny, since she likes doing like a backhand punch. So if you add enough spin to the ball, it's hard for them to like punch it, right? So yeah, right now I'm just like waiting, carbon up a little bit, and then hopefully I can at least play my best against her and advance, right? So yeah, we're gonna head on in to play the next event. All right, so we're eliminated from under 2100 by Svetlana. So yeah, she's hella good, honestly. I played well one of the games. I actually played well two of the games, I felt like. One kind of revelation, which I kind of didn't do until later was I was standing way too high up. I felt like once I got lower against her serves, it was easier for me to read the spin and like not eat him, because I felt like the first game she got a ton of serves against me, and then I also was a bit too passive at first. So I feel like against like these 2000 level players, you got to open first. I actually went back to one of my old videos to look at the comments, because some of you guys leave like pretty decent comments. And I think the consensus is you got to open first against these like 2000 level players. One bad habit I have is like I feel like I'll loop one and then I'm not ready for the falling rally. So I have this mindset of trying to like loop to win the just like off one ball, when in reality I need to loop and then just keep on rallying, right? So yeah, that's kind of where my head's at. Pretty happy with how I played, honestly. I feel like, especially in the round robin against Ryan the Nightmare, as well as Jen, and even Steve, the first guy I played, I feel like I was super dialed in and then landing all my shots and my feeling was really good. And against Svetlana, I felt like there were times when I played better, but just, yeah, I mean, she's like 2000, right? So it's all good. I feel like this is a good data point for me moving forward for tomorrow. So we have 2 more events tomorrow. We have like I think today was like Washington State, and then tomorrow is just like an open singles. So you have open singles and then under 1900s. So yeah, fortunately, I don't think my legs are too tired. And, you know, a lot of good data points and learnings from today's today's events. And then now I'm going to go head over to Cascadia Pizza, which I didn't know existed, to eat with some friends. So I'll see you guys in a bit. I'll show you guys what I eat. But that's going to wrap up the ping pong section of this vlog. And if you want to see more ping pong, just make sure to subscribe. And then the next video will be day 2 of the SPTTC Washington State Open. Or I don't know. They have like a complicated name, but basically SPTTC's tournament.